That's all I want to know.
James, have a seat and let's talk.
Okay.
On, off, or what are
Oh, we're on.
Were we off before?
No, we're on. On before.
We've been on before.
We've been on.
Do you feel
we
that
have
way?
We have been to 3. You are not the first. We took it. They had Neil Nelson came down here from the IG office, federal IG office, and they turned him back, turned him around. That was a federal investigation. That wasn't the first. Hunt from Chicago came down here and talked to him. They turned him around. That was a federal investigation. Now who's lying? Because you got the same thing today that we was talking about then, and now it's coming out. Now who's lying? Who lied to who? They turned them around. They do whatever they want to do.
Since this is on the record, this office has taken the information that you've been providing for the last year and a half, probably. We have verified information that you have brought to us about fraud, and we have acted and verified that. And that is an ongoing investigation, as you know.
I understand.
And it is.
You're doing your best. I know
It is
that.
going.
I know that, Mike.
Now,
But here's
number two. We're gonna, in regards to all of this stuff that you're seeing, and when you look at it, I look at it as a opportunity to look into a lot of other issues that I am fully aware of that you have given me. And I have been an advocate here on not just discounting what Bernadine and James brings in the door.
I know that's right. We had to leave town a year ago. This month, we had to leave for almost 9 months because of the threats. They'd arrested a grandmother just before Christmas and threw her in jail, her and her nephew that came in from out of town on a false charge about this Taishia situation. So we understand.
And I had asked you previously,
Don't get arrested.
don't get arrested.
And so what happens when your star witness gets arrested? By the criminal.
So I can't give it to you today. If there's a case there, and I know that you believe with all your heart that there is, I can't give it to you today. If there is, we will do it. I know that if we know of a criminal matter, if we don't do it, we're going to get it to the people that will do it. These individuals are also in the structure of the school system that we're investigating.
Now, how can we present our kids' situation if we can't get records? And we asked you to get records. We haven't heard a peep from you.
Well, I have to run that up the flagpole.
And have you?
No.
So
I will do that today. I understand your frustration because I understand the passion that you have for what you're doing. And I understand that. And I think that, and I don't know that no one is, of course. I don't know that everything that you've ever brought in here is, there's 100% that you're right on everything that you have brought in and said. But you definitely have been right a lot on what you brought in and said. I don't take any of these allegations that you make and write them off because of where they came from. And I won't ever do that. I take your information and I treat it with the respect that it deserves. And I do look into these matters. We do.
They didn't write it up
in the original
like that.
file that you sent us through Fitrakis, we started with the ones that were in that book.
Right.
And I'm assuming you put the book together,
Right, we put the book together, right.
Put this book together. And that's where we started with. Most of them were Somali companies.
Right.
But we didn't just focus what was on that book.
And I'm glad.
We opened that up to all of them that the school district served. So and based on information that you continued to provide, expanded that list further and further and further
Made it
until
clear.
we're where we're at. So
Right.
we had a starting point, but it has went way beyond that.
Right. But what I'm saying is, it's like this.
And you have also, all along, made it clear that you just don't want
Right.
the people down here at the bottom
We want-
catching all the heat
Right, the
over this
administrators
thing.
and the people that
as
set it
they-
up.
Is there something
Right.
going up
The
the
radar.
ladder into this
Right.
school system
Right.
that, facilitates knowingly
Right.
doing A, B, and C that contributes to this fraud?
Right. We told you about dog and all that, so you understood.
And we have that information, and we had to start at the ground. I just want you to be assured, and I appreciate it. All of these things that you've been sending me, believe me, I go and I say, hey, as we go up and we're looking at things that you have brought to light to me illuminates other things when that we're looking at. I had an envision of our meeting today. We'll take this as a venting session, and I hope that of course I hope anybody that deals with our office is satisfied with what we're doing and how we're doing it. So I hope you are, but we can't change it just to make sure that you're okay with it. We have to go by law. We have to go by procedure, and we have to deal with reality on the amount of people that we have and the time that they have to work on all of these different issues that are big. A lot of these things that you have brought to us, Jim, these are years and years of information and years of things that has happened, and you know what I have here. You know the staffing that I have.
I know, that's why I'm saying, if you want somebody to help you cut through the thing, we can be on call.
I understand, and
doing
I'm prepared today. And I was wishing Bernadette could be here because she knows that system inside and out.
Absolutely.
And there's a lot of things that I'd like to have. There's a lot of things coming up now that I want to get into, and that you guys that could illuminate for us some of these things, some of the relationships, some of the people, some of the history, all of these different things. And that's what I was hoping we could run through today, and to help me do this stuff, because you have helped us in doing what we've done already. I would like that to continue. I'd like to be able to say that James and Bernadine, you know what, I don't care what anybody says about them from any other agency or whatever, but you know what, I have found that they are useful, that they provide documented facts and knowledge of the operations, the systems, and how everything works from another side that isn't tainted necessarily, that I may be hearing something from, so I can evaluate the information that I'm receiving from all sides, and we can make a good evaluation of it and have reliable facts to work from. So that's what I was hoping to do today. So if we can set this up at a future date, you guys can help a lot, and I want to utilize your knowledge.
Well, I don't know what we're going to do until we deal with this.
I can't get an arrest warrant on Braverman today, James. I can't. I being honest with you, that I haven't had any.
It takes a purpose.
I have taken it. I've got it. It's on my desk. You see, it's on my desk. I have not had a chance to review this in depth. I haven't had a chance to talk it over with legal or anything. I have not had a chance to, and I haven't had a one-on-one with you, because a lot of the times you send so much information. It's easier for you to come in and we sit down with what you have sent us and go over it and explain everything that it is and put it in context.
I know that. That's the point. And that is the point. She has the mind. I can't remember things. She remembers things, dates. Look, if I don't have it on tape, I don't remember. That's why I put it on tape. But to sit down and go over this and just put ourselves at risk at risk, because we're the ones out there ferreting out the information. We're the ones out there being exposed.
I respect that. I respect the passion you have for it and the risks that you guys are willing to take and all that. I respect that. I do not have.
Well, all I want you to do, Mike, all I want you to do is this. I want you to find out what I have to do to have him arrested. That's my passion. I want him arrested. That's the only thing. When you get the news of how to get him arrested, then you call us and we'll come back and we'll sit down and we'll go over the rest of the stuff. But that is where it stands, Mike. I can't go no further than Lauren Braverman.
Do I have on my desk there, do I have what you have that you're basing your request on? Do I have all that right there in that
July the
one
3rd,
spot?
July the 3rd. Everything that you need is right there.
We'll get through it. We'll take a look at it. If it is not something that is under the auspice of the Auditor of State, I will make sure that this information gets somewhere that somebody's that can do
Prosecute.
it. That has a call to make on it. We'll look at it.
Okay.
And review it.
Okay.
And
would you let
I
us know
can't
how
do
it
it. Yeah,
works?
I can't do any more than that. I mean, that's
And
the way
that's
it
all I
always
ask for.
works.
That's all I ask for, Mike. That's all I ask for. I can't move until Braverman does. And Braverman has been a nemesis since we started.
I wish. I mean, I hope you don't hold up the possibility of us being able to run things by you and get some feedback so we can get a lay of the land on some of this stuff that we're running into, based on the fact that we haven't had time to look through this thing.
I understand that. I understand that you want to get on and you want her help and that kind of stuff. But when we find out what's going to happen with Braverman,
So she's not here because she's upset.
I'm not bringing her out.
Okay, just
she
tell
don't
me.
want to come out. She don't want to come out.
I hate that she feels that she couldn't come here and talk to me.
She don't feel comfortable about being out.